The Aswan are perhaps the most feared supernatural creatures in the Philippines. And I said creatures because in Filipino culture, the word Aswan is actually an umbrella term for a group of evil shapeshifting monsters that usually fall under five main categories: ghouls, vampires, witches, human beast hybrids, and the viscera-suckers. In this video, we will look at the most famous and terrifying Aswangs in Filipino myths and urban legends. And we start with the nightmare of the Philippines, Manananggal, a vampiric female monster that prefers to prey on pregnant women and young children. The Manananggal is said to have huge bat-like wings and a long, thin tongue that she uses to consume the blood and organs of her victims. During the day, Manananggal looks like an ordinary young woman. However, when night comes, she turns into a terrifying monster by detaching her upper torso from the lower half of her body. Then, magically grows huge wings from her back to fly off in the dead of night, searching for new victims to feed on. According to the legend, in order for a woman to become a Manananggal, she has to perform a ritual that involves using a special ointment and an egg that contains a black chick. Then she has to place the egg under her armpit and waits for the egg to disappear. Now you may be wondering, how can I defeat this creature? Well, there are two ways to do that. The first one is by finding her lower body and then use garlic, ash, or salt to destroy it. The second one is to somehow prevent the Manananggal from rejoining her lower body, and this would make her perish by sunrise. Before we move to the next monster, in Filipino mythology, there are other creatures similar to Manananggal, like Tik-Tik, Ikik, and Wak-Wak. The main difference here is that they cannot detach their upper torso from their body. Other than that, they somewhat do the same thing. Next we have the ghouls of the Philippines, balbal, undead hideous monsters that inhabit graveyards and feed on human corpses. They are said to have a strong sense of smell for human flesh and sharp teeth that can easily cut through bones. Once balbal has finished eating, it will leave the trunk of a banana tree in the coffin to create an illusion of the stolen corpse. In some stories, the balbal is said to have a very long tongue, able to snatch and steal the dead body from a distance. There's another creature similar to balbal called berbalangs. Just like balbal, they inhabit graveyards and feed on corpses. But the main difference here is that the berbalangs have wings and are able to turn a human into a new berbalang through physical contact. From ghouls we move to vampires, and this time it's a myth about a trickster monster called the Tiyanak. The Tiyanak is a small humanoid creature that takes the form of a baby and tricks its victim into approaching by crying loudly and playing innocent. When the victim gets close enough, the Tiyanak shows its true monstrous form and attacks them using its sharp claws and fangs. Some believe that the Tiyanak is the lost soul of a stillborn baby, and that giving it a name will help its soul to rest and pass on to afterlife. Next we have the Aswan pet, Sigbin, a strange creature that looks like a goat-dog hybrid and only comes out at night. At first glance, the Sigbin seems harmless. However, what is scary about this creature is its rare and unique ability to suck the victim's blood out of their shadow. Like most vampires, Tiyanak and Sigbin are weak against garlic, silver, and salt. From vampires we move to the Filipino witches and wizards, Mombabarang and Mangkukulam. The Mombabarang are witches who can control and manipulate insects and spirits using black magic. They cause harm to people by making insects and evil spirits enter the body and destroy it from inside. On the other hand, the Mangkukulam are wizards who use a different type of black magic to cast spells and cause illness. Basically, they perform special rituals similar to those found in voodoo magic. The last type of Aswan is the human-beast hybrids. They are humans with the ability to transform into a cat, dog, or even pig. So that's it for today. In the next video, we will talk about the Encantos, or the fairies and magical beings of the Philippines. Thanks for watching, until next time.